a dream start.
Welcome to another episode. My name is Dean Vass. You can find me on X at #Kangas, Instagram #Kangaroos podcast. Tonight, I'll welcome back my usual crew of AFLW experts, Claire and Jacinta, to go through, well, let's say another comprehensive win. I feel like the script writes itself half the time. Claire, I'm going to start with you this week. Welcome to the show and just another walk in the park for the girls. I'm definitely getting a bit used to this. And did you expect more of a challenge from the Saints over the weekend?
How do I put this respectfully? No, because I really do like I said, I really like Hannah Priest, and I do like some of their players as well. But unfortunately, I don't think St Kilda's style of play lends itself to a highly. It's a contested style of play. They're very grinding. If you look at someone like Jamie Lambert, she's really attacking of the player. So I wasn't ever scared that St Kilda were going to outscore us. I knew that wasn't going to be a challenge in that respect. I guess it was just for me, Dean, having the luxury of debuting Ella and then having Hetherington in there as well with AGM, and it's sort of like Bella Eddy playing massive midfield minutes. So I think we were just in a very fortunate position as a club with the depth that we have to roll out, even our future generation of North W, AFLW for the years to come. So, yeah, look, St Kilda 6 in a row, that's nothing to sniff at, good on them. But I think they were hit by the reality bus on the weekend, Dean, to be fair.
Yeah, Jacinta, and welcome to you as well. Good to have you on. And you said last week that we wouldn't get much of a challenge, and we certainly didn't, did we? Similar to Claire there, we're just far too good, aren't we?
Yeah, too good again. I think St Kilda were actually all right. I mean, I think after that first quarter that North kind of switched off. That pressure rating just dropped right down. But yeah, I think St Kilda were okay. I think that the score in the end it did flatter them a bit, but yeah, I think that they were better than what I thought they were going to be. And I know it was a little bit of a low bar, but yeah, no, they were okay. I think they were all right. I think they would have come a lot closer to most other teams playing like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 22 scoring shots to 6. So
Yeah.
And I felt like we should have probably we left a few goals out there, but that doesn't matter. It just felt like it was a lot more than 46 points. No Emma Carney and Jenna Bruton, who were rested. We talked about this last week, Claire, and the squad was stretched to the limit. We really only had 2 match day emergencies because I think the third one was Jenna Bruton, who was managed. So she wasn't really an emergency, which only left Georgia Stubbs and Claire Marnie. But, I mean, it's the system that holds up, I guess, Claire. It doesn't matter who comes in or who goes out.
Yeah, it's very much know your role, play your role, Dean, in terms of even like Sheila. Did you guys see Sheila playing across the half-back on the weekend?
Yeah.
Played centre-back, yeah.
I was like, okay, you can just go play your girlfriend's role for a game. Yeah, I think that was really smart because I think it lends itself to, on the weekend, Emma King had a pretty good game up forward and she had more minutes in that forward line because of Sheila's roll down back. So I think it also provided the resting and managing of players also provides the other layer of, trialing different players in different positions. Like I said, with Bella Eddy getting more midfield minutes, Sheila playing the half-back role, Emma King doing some tight contested work. I think she had the most contested marks on the ground, which is great. So I think for me, it was a bit of a situation where we're in a luxury or in a privileged position where you can trial stuff during the game. So come finals, you know what your best kind of attack is going forward. And to be honest, I sort of was questioning whether King would have a position over someone like Bogue, Randall and Sheila for that forward line. But her kicking 3 on the weekend and having that marking presence, you can't leave her out anymore. She's done such a good job. So, yeah, we're in a very good position in terms of being able to play different styles and trialing and erroring different ways in which we can have a game style that will be prepared us for finals. So, yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I'm welcome to get Jenna and Carney back this week. But even if you look at the time on ground minutes on the game as well. It was really interesting. Like your girl Jazz Ferguson, she finally didn't have 100% time on the ground. Dean, did you see that?
I thought she did.
No, I think she's
I
on
think-
96 or 98.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not notice. I didn't notice she came off. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know, because her and
I
Perch,
checked the stats. Yeah, it's 94% time on ground. Oh, Jesus.
yeah, she wouldn't know what to do.
I should have put her forward, Claire. Rested her forward.
So it does give you that sort of thing of like, oh wow, maybe they left a few goals out there, but maybe they were also managing some minutes throughout the ground. Because Birch and what's her name, Ferguson, they don't come off the ground. So
Generally, no.
yeah, it's interesting. They might have trialed some stuff down back as well and how they set up behind the ball without them. So yeah, it was nice to have the privilege of playing different ways and different styles with different players in different positions come finals, so we know exactly how we kind of want to set up again. So that was good to see.
Yeah, just on that, I think with having Kate Sheila drop back, I think because Ariana Hetherington came into the team, I think they wanted to. They didn't want to go too tall up forward, so they had to drop one back. And I thought she did quite well, just in a Kate Sheila. She has dropped back there a few times over her career, just for little patches as a spare, like during end of quarters when we're trying to contain the team. Not that we have to do that, but I thought she looked good there. And how do you have that option in case we do get injuries during a game? Because I don't know if you noticed, we only had Stubbs and Marnie as emergencies for the game. So, yeah, it's handy that she can play that role, because I think our back line is stretched at the moment a little bit. In Bresnahan's out for the year, Sheeran's done her hamstring, and we had Emma Carney out of the team.
Yeah, I think Sheila actually has all like the physical attributes to be a defender. And it's almost like sometimes when she's running with the ball, you think she could also be like an Adam Goods type, like a big midfielder as well. Yeah, she can go everywhere. But
very athletic.
Yeah, exactly. So there was some points where she was like the second kick from the kick in, and then you saw her up on the wing. You're like, geez, she's still working so hard back there. But, it's definitely a good lever to pull, because I know Melbourne are a little bit taller than obviously what St Kilda were. So when we eventually face them, there's an emergency backup. And then with also, I guess if we're maybe a little bit too tall up there with King and Randall and Sheila and even Bogue, who's secretly a tall player, we can always just chuck Sheila down back. But yeah, no, I like the look of it. I think there were a couple nervy points when she was trying to hit a target, and I guess it's just a different angle for her, because usually she's aiming for goals rather than the pockets. So yeah, I guess once she gets a bit more of a feel for that, and I guess I don't even know what the word is for it, but I guess she's probably, like what you said, because she's usually down there last couple minutes and we're just trying to hold off. She's just bombing to pack. So I guess trying to find a target in the pocket's a little bit of a new challenge. But yeah, I like the look of her, because I think she's nearly got the best set of hands in our team besides maybe Randall and even Garner. So yeah, I think it's a good lever to pull, and I'm glad that they tried something different. It was a good week to do it.
No, it definitely was. And she ended up coming into the forward line a couple of times, had a scoring shot, kicked it behind, and I think she was just out of her range, just inside the 50 in the third quarter for a shot as well. So yeah, went forward a couple of times. Very athletic. She did a nice running bounce handball. The handball wasn't great to Randall, which got smothered. I think that was in the second quarter. But yeah, definitely something she could possibly look at in the future. That's for sure. How do you see that Alice Slocum a debut, Claire? Started off the game pretty well, finished with 7 disposals, 5 tackles, 2 scoring involvements, and a goal assist to Blahing Bogue early in the game. I think it was the first goal of the game, actually. So not a bad debut. She looks okay. She's got a bit of class about her.
Yeah, I think what a luxury coming into a 22 streak Kangaroos outfit, because I think most debutantes, like I think about some of the debutantes have come through the North men's program and what they've gone through compared to what Ella has gone through. So I really liked, again, I think what North do really well is get around milestones. And I've noticed that with a couple of the hundredths and Libby Birch's, Talia Randall's, Tess Craven's, but the debutante video that they had for Ella, I think was really funny. And then they obviously had Bogue say something in the room before. And I just thought the connection that the Irish girls and Ella have made to be housemates and made it such a big deal. And I think you can tell even through the screen that it's authentic and they care about each other and they really were proud that she got to debut. So, yeah, I think she's going to be a player for the future. I'd like to see the lists get a bit bigger because I know we're going to get squeezed with Neve Martin coming back and she plays like kind of a small forward, half forward role as well. So I think she's got a lot of promise. I hope the club invests because we know that when we invest in players like Tess Craven and Gass and Amy Smith that we get high rewards. So I think the longer that Ella stays around our systems and trains with the best of the best, that she's just going to get better and better, Dean. So, yeah, and I was really nice to see the club, really get around the family and things like that. I think it's really special. You can tell that the group really were really. I saw on all their social media they all posted something about her debutante, which I thought was really cool. So I love that connection that the club has with the girls. It doesn't feel put on; it feels genuine and authentic, and it really comes through, I think.
No, definitely. And I think that what gets lost in this as well is that we've had 4 debutantes this year. So not just, it hasn't been like last year. I think we pretty much had the same 21, 22, 23 players pretty much all the way through. Whereas this year, I think we've tried at least 27, 28 with a few new players as well. We've found a player in Blakey Bogue as well and a couple of others that have really come through. So, and that gets lost a little bit in this whole process amongst the media anyway. And, completely, do the Dutch rudder on Zippy Fish and players like that. But don't seem to mention a few of our players, but who cares? It's the media. Tess Craven, 23 disposals of goal, 386 metres gained, 7 inside 50s. The goal at the end was a classy finish from a classy player. Just owns that wing each week, Jacinta, and she seems to be getting better and better.
Yeah, she is everywhere. She's there was that one play, I think it might have been the one where she ended up kicking a goal where she was, I think she'd taken a mark in the back pocket or she'd spilled a mark, and then we've done the transition. All of a sudden, she's on the end of it in the forward line. It's like, wow, they just work so hard. Like, I mean, really, the game's over. You don't have to go that hard.
No, that's right.
You really, really don't. But yeah, she pushes herself and she's just always in the right spot. Even if there were a couple times where she didn't hold on, which is unusual for her in terms of marking. But yeah, she's in the right spot. I don't think she ever gets outmarked anyway. So even if it's just a spoil or she's just got a hand in there, she's got a head in there, she's got something in there to stop any of the Oppo's chains. But yeah, she's definitely one of the best kicks in the comp. I know there was a couple times where there was that commentator's curse where they would say, a really reliable kick and then it not hit a target, and it's just like, just stop. Just please stop. But she played a really good game. Think maybe that might have been her best game of the year. I think possibly. I feel like I saw her more on this on when do they play Sunday? So she's a really important clog because she can go back, wing, forward, which she does on the wing anyway. But she's really important for the team, and you can see how much all the girls love her too. So that's also a big part of the environment that they've built.
I thought, one of her best games was last week, and then
that's true.
This week was even better. So it just shows how much confidence she's starting to get, and how much belief she's starting to get when she goes out on the park each week. And I think she's like the basketball sixth man. She always starts on the bench every week, but always comes on and makes an impact straight away. Another player that was unstoppable, Claire, was Emma King. First half in particular was taking everything in the air, kicked 3 goals and 2 behinds, probably left a couple of goals out there. My unsung hero for this week, and it's amazing that she couldn't even get a game at the start of the year, Claire, but she's a classy player still, and still has her height, and she's still very dangerous, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Dean. She's definitely one of the best contested marks. I think it's the height and her being able to take the ball at full tilt as well, which I think is really important. But she also gets people way too nervous. So if she's not clunking marks, they're also giving away frees because for like backliners just don't know what to do with her. They sort of shit their pants when she goes near it. So yeah, like I said off air, I was a little bit like, how is someone sort of like Emma King going to fit into our forward rotation? And now with the performance on the weekend, I can't see her getting out of the team. I think she's going to be really key. But that's the benefit of having obviously Hetherington and Reddy rocking as well. So King didn't have to do that pinch hitting, and she could just focus on her forward craft. But yeah, look, it certainly provides a lot of headaches. You look at North forward line, and objectively, with no bias, like you'd be spewing. Like if you can keep Randall down or Sheila down, up pops Emma King or up pops Vogue or Alice O'Loughlin or do you know what I mean? Like they've just got such an even like spread of contributors that it just feels like you can't contain them. So I think I honestly think out of all our biggest assets that the club has. One is obviously the system that we play, but I also think clubs scratch their head thinking, how can we stop this team just because of their capacity to score and how many players can score. So, yeah, Emma King, she's come back firing, and we love to see it, Dean. It's great.
Definitely. It should be a very handy playing finals because the tour players generally are the ones that are very important. So definitely very handy to find a bit of form for her because I think it was it last year or the year before? We were a little bit concerned, Claire, with her form going into finals, but seemed to find it when it mattered. And this year, I think she's had a very, very good few weeks as soon as she has come into the team, played some really good games. Jacinta, Harry Sheasel, Bella Eddy, playing midfield now with injuries. 21 disposals, 68% time on ground. That's not a bad addition to have when you get injuries and can just put Bella Eddy into the midfield.
Oh, I love Bella Eddy. And I was even thinking on the weekend, I actually really miss her playing up forward because she's so exciting up forward. She does not miss a snapshot. So but yeah, no, she's been really good in the middle. I think her skills and she's just so clean. And you can just see that she loves it. I would love to know actually as pre-recruitment, like as a junior, if she was a midfielder. I'm guessing she probably was. She just looks really natural, but yeah, that's another lever that we can pull because I know we've got a couple of those. Like we can always put Bruden in the middle, or yeah, so we can throw a couple in there. But now we can also put Bella Eddy in there, and I think there was a few weeks where she was probably just playing that high half forward role, and then maybe like pinching in the midfield. But yeah, it seemed like she was actually just playing as a midfielder, full time midfielder on the weekend. So I'm happy to see it. I think she's just, yeah, I think she's got elite skills all over the place. And yeah, like you said, to have 20 touches from 65% game time or whatever it was in the end, yeah, that's huge. So I'd love to see what she could do if she ended up hitting that like 70, 75, 80% game time in the middle. I think she'd produce something pretty special. So yeah, just another lever to pull along with Sheila in the back line. So yeah, just finding new triggers everywhere, I guess.
She's definitely gotten a lot stronger in probably the last 12, 24 months. So definitely worked on her body in the gym. She's very tough in the contest, very doesn't go to ground easily. Yeah, the skills have just gotten better. And a player that probably is going to miss out on midfield minutes when we do have a full team, but definitely could see her playing here, that's for sure. Claire, any concerns with this next player coming up? Now, kept goalless, Jasmine Garner, an off game, I guess. Only the two behinds, but I guess she made up for it a little bit with 31 disposals, 8 tackles, 611 metres gained, 10 scoring goals, 2 goal assists, but hit the post twice. Not a good game, was it, from the go?
No, look, drop her.
Yeah, I agree.
I reckon drop her. Make her play 100th in finals. No, the goat's be goating. It was a little, like I said, I think she cares not for individual awards. I don't even reckon she knew that she has 100 to go in terms of the first to get there, because she palmed off some really nice ones, especially the one to Bogue over the top. I would have liked to have got a bit closer, like as in I would have liked this. The one that kissed the post when the wind clipped it and took it, I was like, oh, that one hurts.
Yeah.
And then there was one where she did a snap. That would have been nice. But yeah, I guess that's the thing about Jazz. You can't be mad about her, not getting these individual awards, because what makes her such a good player is that she doesn't care for that sort of stuff. Like, she's so level-headed. She's so driven. She's the type of player, like, I have no doubt, Alice Slocum would have been Jazz. That's the difference between North and the rest of the competition is, they want to improve the gap there. They've got such a desire to make sure that Alice Slocum is the best player that she could be, or Tripodi. And so, they work hard with these young girls and these young players to get them to their level. And I just think, she's so selfless. She's so humble. I bet you she's going to hate all the attention that she's going to get for the 100th game next week. But, yeah, I mean, she's pretty much the best to do it, I reckon, like in terms of where she stands in the league. I know obviously we had Daisy Pearce and Erin Phillips, but considering that was very inaugural season, now we've pushed out to 18 clubs, and I think she is the best to do it at this stage. So maybe don't drop her for next week, Dean. Maybe I'm talking nonsense,
No, I don't think she'll get rested. So no, that's not for 100th anyway. But look, I agree with you. I think she's, and I'm not being biased or anything. I think she is the best player this competition has ever seen. Especially the last probably 2 to 3 years, she's overtaken everyone by a fair way. That's the second best player in the competition, I reckon, right now is Ash Riddell. And that's a little bit unbiased. Maybe it's because of the midfield, but it's hard to go past those two. They're a pretty good 1-2 punch, and to have them in the same team, you can't. It's almost. I feel like it's almost too hard for any team to even get within 5 goals of us, and it's showing on the scoreboard at the moment. So
it seems unfair that we've got the best 2 players. I mean, like, I don't care, but as in, it does seem unfair. But also, you know what? You could have all those clubs could have drafted Ash Riddell, so not our problem, No,
definitely not. Jacinta, another player that stepped up in the absence of Mia King. I thought Rui Tripodi was very good again. Very tough footballer. 17 disposals, 7 tackles. Filling in the role quite well. She's very tough, very hard in the contest. Similar to Mia King. It's not bad to get her in, is it?
No, not at all. I love Tripodi's handballs. I just think she opens up so much space for everyone else. And it's funny because I think last year she was probably more the player on the receiving end of those handballs, and now she's kind of the one, I guess, opening up the space. Maybe because Mia King's been out for a couple of weeks now, so she's had to do a little bit more of that inside work. But yeah, she's had a really, really good season. And I mean, she's still so young as well. What is she, 22, 23 maybe? So she's still got improvement to go. Her, Tess Craven, Bella Eddy, they're all, honestly, in the scheme of things, they're babies. So we've still got another layer or 2 to build on, while we've still got Riddell and Garner at their peaks. And they've still got another couple of years at least at their peak. So it's scary for everyone else. It's good news for us. The rainbows just keep coming out for us at the moment. Every time I see Tripodi play, I just think, she's getting better. So no complaints from me with her season. I'm still backing her in for, I said she was going to win the BNF, but maybe now, maybe top 4, top 5. But she's had a really good year. Yeah, as usual. The improvement just keeps coming from her week to week.
It'll be interesting, actually, the top 5 in the BNF this year. I mean, Garner, Riddell, 1 and 2, but the rest after that, you could have a case for about 15 other players. For 3 to 5, you got Libby Birch, you got Talia Randall. Every week makes a big contribution. Erica O'Shea. There's just a number of others you could throw in there. So it's going to be an interesting BNF count this year. You can even throw in Tripodi, definitely Bella Eddy as well. So I think she might miss a week or 2, but
that hurts. That hurts in the short seasons. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely does.
I reckon Sheeran would have been top 5 if she had not got injured. I reckon she's had some massive games.
Yeah, she was good.
Mm.
No,
So
definitely.
yeah, we're just it's crazy because our top 10 or maybe even top 15 would be probably some of the other clubs' best players, like in their top 3. Like
Yeah, that is true.
Easily.
like
Very true.
our 10th best player would probably win the best in Ferris Essendon.
Oh, actually, that'll be interesting to see at the end of the year who our 10th best player ends up being, and then we can
Well-
assess how many teams they'll be the best player in.
Well, they'll be better than Essendon because they're an absolute basket
Well,
case.
yeah, that is true.
But and then also like GWS, all those 100% they'll be better. The only thing that could stop us is that, like, you know, a Tripodi or a Bella Eddie, which I don't think they will, but like they might say, okay, well, I am probably one of the better players. I could be paid tier 1 if I play at Tassie. Maybe I want the money. Like after their 5th flag at North.
And that's
then we can let them go. We can let them go after 5.
You know what?
5
After
in a row.
correct. After 5 in a
that's
row,
probably a good chance.
I'm happy to let anyone go. I'm like,
Yeah.
fair enough. You know what? You've done what you could. Even a 3-peat, I'd be happy to be like, okay, fine. You know what, Mia King, you need to go to Tassie and get tier 1 payment. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You deserve it. But
I think,
only after the 3-peat, I reckon.
I think it might be the opposite, to be honest with you. There'll be an A-grade player that will want to come to us in the next year or two as well. I think that we'll get someone that will want to come to us at the end of the year that's actually a very good footballer. Because we're a destination club in the AFLW, and they would have heard about our culture, and it might be a key forward or something like that. But yeah, there will be someone that will.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know who will it be. I mean, first Birch, next Sheeran. It wouldn't surprise me if it was like you said, like a 30 to 32-year-old player who was a prime player at their club, but is sniffing a flag, and wants to come across. I just don't know who that fit, what profile that would fit, to be honest, because there's no one at any other club I'd look. I'd take a Matilda Schultz. Like, I love her.
Yeah.
She's going to be
Oh,
I'm like,
Jesus.
happy to take her. She's a good player. But other than that, like, I'm trying to think of like who's on the rise. I mean, Courtney Hodder's a gun.
Yeah.
But
well, she'll stay in Brisbane.
Yeah. No, she's not going anywhere. But I just think that that's the luxury position that we're in at the moment, is that we're in a position where, like, yeah, you could probably come play for us, but you'd have to start at the bench or maybe work your way into the best team, because nothing's guaranteed. I don't know. It'll be fascinating, because I thought it might be Sheila and Carney's last year, but the way they're playing, they'll go around again, I reckon. They look pretty hungry, don't they?
I know. I follow Kate Sheila on Strava, and she's actually very, very fit. She can actually. Yeah, she's very, very fit. So I'd be surprised if she hung it up. She's the only out of contract player of note at the end of the year that's still left. Emma Carney's still contracted for another year, and so that's probably the only interesting one that might, like if she did think, well, 2 flags, I've kind of want to pursue other things or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I think she'd want to go around for another year, and might as well. Her form's still quite solid, so we'll have to wait and see. Claire, what do you think of Ariana Hetherington's game? I actually like it. I think she tries really hard. Took a nice mark on the wing, but just can't. One of those players like Liz McGrath that's been there for a number of years just can't get any continuity each week because of the talent we have at the team. But I think there's a potential there. Yeah,
I agree. I really like it. She's a real goer. Like, you can just tell. Like, I like that she's moved her life from Freo. She's, made a fist of it. Seems like she's one of those players where you always see her warming up and she's always having a laugh. And I think what's really important is, like, how players take it when they're not selected or when there are emergencies. And she just seems like she's a good for culture. She wants to learn, so she's come to the best club to learn. I think there's definitely some room for development. I think, like, in terms of her forward craft, even the way she kind of pops up, it's maybe not as elegant as a Kim Rennie. I guess that in terms of future planning, I think at one stage there was Tripodi, Eddie, Hetherington was rucking, and I think maybe Riddell was in there as well. And I was like, that's probably the future there, isn't it? Like when you think about what's coming, the next layer of North, it'll probably be Hetherington coming up through the ranks and Eddie getting more midfield minutes and Tripodi and things like that. So, yeah, I think she gives it a real crack. I really like that about her. And she just seems like she's a very good culture girl and really has adopted everything about the club, which we love. We love to see it, you know?
Well, Jacinta, I've been thinking about this, and a good player comp for her, and not to this quality, but someone like a Tristan Cherry. Her follow-up work in a ruck is quite good. She really throws her body around. I see that sort of player in her. Is that a fair player comp?
Yeah, I get that. I do. I get what you're saying. I think she is probably right. Yeah, at the moment she's probably just all effort, and then once, like I guess what Sherry was that first couple of years, and then once he refined his skills, now I mean he should have been all Australian, but that's another thing. But yeah, I think that's another big off season for her, and I think she'll be right in there, and especially because our two rucks at the moment in King and Rennie, they're on the older side. She will probably get a crack in the not too distant future if she wants to stick around. But I know even in the AFLW, the rucks is a merry-go-round and they all just go around and round and round to get a go, which is fair enough. But yeah, I am with you, Dean. I think she's got one of those heart and soul type vibes about her. So yeah, I really liked her game as well.
It's funny you mentioned the merry-go-round of in AFLW, the ruckman just go round and round. It feels like that in the AFL. There's that player that went from Hawthorn to Port Adelaide, a ruckman. I can't even remember his name, and now he's leaving again. He's going to Sydney Swans.
Oh yeah, the one that sooked it up. What's his name?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
he went there for 12 months and said, "Oh, can I leave it?" Or something.
It wasn't Soldo, was it? Was it?
Yeah,
Soldo?
I think it was Ivan Soldo.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was him. So
yeah,
it feels like that every year. 4 or 5 ruckmen that don't get their opportunities decide, I'm just going to go to another club. I think there was a Fremantle one that went to Carlton this year because he's behind Darcy.
Yes.
And,
for like pick 100 or something.
Yeah.
My favourite is Tom Campbell.
Yeah.
He's been at like 5 different clubs and he's played like 45 AFL games. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's doing well.
He's been around for about 15 years and he's played about 40 games or something.
Yeah.
He just goes from club to club. I don't understand it. He's not that good. We have to keep re-signing him as a backup.
Yeah, it's just one of those. I mean, that's the blessing of being a tall person, isn't it? Like, if you're 198 centimeters or whatever they are, you just got the blessing of keep on going. I mean, Mason Cox, look at him. He had one good game against Richmond in that prelim final, and then he got another 5 years out of his contract. It's crazy.
Well, Jaden Stevenson, I listened to him on a podcast, and he said he was one of his favourite teammates because every time the ball went into him, if he didn't mark it, you knew the ball was going to go straight in front of him. The ball never went behind him or anything like that. So that's a good quality. Look, I admire Mason Cox for making a career out of something that he only picked up really late. So I
don't know, Dean. I don't think James Stevenson is one of the...
No, of course not. But I'm just quoting what he said. So
no, that's fair. That's fair play. Yeah, I just think that he's I get really jealous of tall people because they just seem to get a bit glazed when it comes to sport because they're vertically gifted. And you think about Boomer, he eked out 435 odd games, knee height to a grasshopper, whereas some of these blokes have been in the system for 15 years and have getting paid quite handsomely for doing not a lot. I would have thought.
All they have to do is not get outmarked and they get a game.
Yeah,
that's it.
Sounds like you're still bitter about the Will Phillips delisting there.
Oh, mate, let's not get into this. We've got no interesting people on our team anymore. No.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah.
We lost Darcy Tucker as well.
Oh, God. No, well, you know what? Like, he's vanilla. He's like Greek yogurt. He's boring. But, the others...
What does that make Finbar then?
Finbar is like... He's the best. He's
trying to think of something. Yeah,
I'm trying to think if he's like a weird pina colada or something.
Yeah,
he's just such a different cat. I really loved him. I don't know he's not the best or whatever, but you can watch bad football if you know that your team has interesting guys that have a go for it. Like even Eddie Ford, like him
Mm.
giving the finger to Melbourne players and just, you know, rolling around and stuff like that. You can have a bit of fun with it. And now I'm like, oh God, don't get me wrong. I love Harry Sheezel. He's a phenomenal player. But, you know, I'm not going to get a beer with Harry Sheezel, am I? Like,
Yeah, he's plays a straight bat, doesn't he?
he's a straight bat, and good on him. He's
Yeah.
probably going to be
Yeah.
club captain and needs to, but
Yeah.
he'd be too busy counting the macros in the beer.
Yeah, he would never have a beer. That's all right. He's
No,
too
that's
disciplined.
it.
He's got a resting heart rate of 30.
Jesus.
Jeez.
I think it might even be less than that or something like that.
Oh my
I heard him
gosh.
one time say his resting heart rate's like 28, 29. Go, Jesus
Yeah.
That's
Christ.
crazy.
That's nuts. Anyway,
Yeah.
look, let's not go down the Wellfield hole. I could be here all night, and you guys got things on.
Well, let's go into what's going to happen next Friday night at Frankston, of all places. Claire, what do we do this week? More rest for the older brigade, or do we go all out against the Hawks? And if we beat them this week, there's probably a fair chance we play them the first week of finals as well.
Yeah, Dean, I've been thinking about this, and it's the night of Halloween, so I think it's time for the Conjuring. It's time to haunt these bastards. Yeah, I think they'll go full guns blazing for this one. I think there's a bit in it in terms of Jazzy's 100th game, but I also think we've not played Hawthorn in the entirety of the league. I think there might be some residual resentment from the McCullen Trophy and all the Hollywood Hawks from last year. So I think they'll be pretty hungry to get a decent win. And I think it would go a long way in providing the foundations of if we get them in a final the next week, it kind of provides that real big mental barrier. So Carney and Bruton straight back in. I'd like to see Gat in on some pretty limited minutes, but I'd like to see her back in. Unfortunately, that'll come at the cost of Hetherington,
AGM.
AGM and Ella, unfortunately, which they didn't really put a foot wrong. It's just that, the depth that we have. And, I think we'll go full guns blazing. I'm not sure what they'll do with Vicky. To my knowledge, it was pretty innocuous. It was pretty okay, just a bit of bruising. But whether they risk her or not, I'm not sure. But, other than that, I think, they'll really try to go. I think it's also about finishing the home and away season in a really strong fashion. I know Croc always speaks about the phases, so that once the home and away season's done, you move into the finals phase. I think he wants to close the chapter really strongly. So, I wouldn't be surprised if North are pretty strong this week and come out to make a bit of a statement. I would have thought.
Now, this week's the record-breaking week as well, Jacinta. Do you think that puts more importance on the game? Because it doesn't look like, and I'm the same, I don't really care about it, to be honest with you, too much. But I guess it'll be a nice record to have. And do you think that puts any more emphasis on the game?
I don't think it puts any more emphasis on it for the girls, but it does for me because I would really love for Jazzy to hit that 100 goals first. I just think the symbolism of it, kicking the first and then being the first to 100 is just something really special in it. So and then also, getting that record 24. It'll be 24, won't it? 24th win.
Yeah, we're at 23 now. So
yeah, so that's just really huge. Like, I mean, that's a 72-year record. So that is something we'll just keep building on the record, but I don't think we'll ever see that broken again. So that will be a huge moment. But yeah, I think there is a lot of like side stories in this game. I mean, and, like Claire said, I think beating Hawthorn would be a big one. I think they've been waiting and waiting and waiting to beat up on them. So that will be a good time. I wish it wasn't at Frankston. I did hear a few people calling for it to get moved, but it won't. So, I mean, I'm still going to go. I'm going to make the trek. But there's definitely a lot of side stories. So if it does end up being another 6, 7, 8 goal win for us, there's a lot of things that we can watch along. I guess, the side stories, side quests that we can unlock.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few ex-North players there. Gilroy, Kayla Ashmore. So, might be a bit of feeling. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, it's Jazz Garner's 100th game this week, Claire. I don't think we've got another 4 hours left for this podcast, but any real highlight for you in her 100 games so far? She kicked the first goal in the AFLW infancy season, and like I've mentioned probably for the last few weeks, she's the best player this competition has ever had. But anything that sticks out to you about her? I mean, I guess humbleness, you've mentioned that a few times, but anything else?
Oh yeah, when we karaoke together, that was the best night of my life.
That was last year after the grand final, wasn't it? Like not straight after, but it was a few weeks after that.
Yeah. I made her for my birthday. I made them do reenactments on the streets of Fitzroy.
Nice.
No, it was great. It was such a good night. No, what's my favorite? Do you know what stuck out, which is so weird? We played against maybe Collingwood back in, I want to say like 2018 or 2019, and she just took, it was like the last 30 seconds of the game, and Collingwood were pressing. And
wasn't it 2020, the COVID year? Because it was their last game.
Yeah,
it was their last game. And then they called the season off.
Yeah, and she took that really beautiful mark. And it was just like, it was a symbol of Jasmine Garner as a person and as a player, because once she took the mark, it was like, okay, everything's going to be okay. Like, everything's fine. Like, she will find a chip kick out, and I think she did. She found, like, Riddell ran 20 metres to get the nice chip kick, and it settled everything down. And I think that's just Jazzy as a player. She's so reliable. She's so humble. She's so talented. And she's been, I think, also her hard work. I know she obviously started off her career as a key forward at Pies, and then worked incredibly hard to get fit to run in the midfield. And yeah, she's just incredible. I mean, her bag of 6 against, I think, was it Carlton? It was Port Adelaide.
This year, no, it was Port Adelaide or Freo, one of those.
Yeah.
Port.
Actually, it would have been Port because she hurt her ankle against Freo, and we all had a stroke.
Right.
I remember texting my friend. I must have sent her like 100 back-to-back texts. It's like, is she okay? And then me sending text to Jazzy being like, can you just confirm or deny? Like, you don't have to tell me what the scans say, but like, are you okay? Anyway, she's an incredible player, incredible human, and she makes me proud to support the club. She makes me proud that she's the skipper, and it's just been a privilege watching her play every week. She glides on the football field, and I'd like to see her one day win a best and fairest for the league, but knowing that she got that Norm Smith and the premiership medal last year, I think is just a testament to the person she is. So if we want to do a 4-hour podcasting of us together just talking about Jazzy Garner highlights, count me in. We can do that next week, but I'll probably stop now because there's so much more to say, and I want to let Jacinta and you guys have a turn at it.
What about you, Jacinta? Anything that sticks out to you?
I mean, outside of that grand final performance, there's just, honestly, there is just so many. There is, I mean, the easy answer is that best on ground last year in the grand final, just because she was just, from the moment she stepped foot on that ground, you just knew she was going to win. She was going to win that best on ground. I don't know what the odds were for her winning that, but yeah, she was always going to win it. I think the thing that really sticks out is that she could honestly play in any position, and I don't think there is any other player that could be an All-Australian fullback, mid, full forward, wing, anything. She could do anything at all. So, yeah, again, there's not much else you can say about her, but I agree with what you guys were saying earlier. I do think she's the best player that the comp has seen, skill-wise, cleanliness-wise. She's just a gun. There's not much else you can say about her. I don't know what they're gonna say about her this week when they show all the highlights, because that could be a long meeting if they're just going to sit there and show Jazzy Garner highlights for the girls. But yeah, I mean, we will get the win for her, but yeah, I really do hope it's a great night for her, and I hope they don't get stuck in Frankston traffic on the way back home.
I should be right at 9:00.
That's true. That is true.
Unless there's go on.
Oh, sorry. I was going to just say, wouldn't it be fitting if they made a 25-minute highlight package
Oh,
Jasmine Garner.
perfect.
25 minutes. That's
Yeah.
I don't think that's long enough.
no, it's probably not, but it's probably a good amount for us to sit down and be like, yeah, she's the GOAT. And then she's still like this is a season where she could still get better. Like that's crazy. Like yeah, I would like to see the club put that together. So if you're listening, get it done, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do something that's going to go 2 or 3 minutes or something like that. And knowing what Jasmine Garner's like, I'm pretty sure she won't want any attention on herself this week. She'll just want to make it about the team. But just on me, I'm going to talk about a highlight I had with her when I did an interview with her, and I introduced her as Jasmine Ferguson.
Oh God!
That was going back a couple of years ago now, but she forgave me straight away. She said, "No, don't worry about it. Have you had Ferg on before?" I said, "No, I hadn't." She goes, "Oh, she's a ripper. You've got to get her on." And so I messaged her, and I got her on. So, and she is a ripper. So yeah, no, but she's pretty good like that. She didn't really care or anything like that. But out of all the things it could have done, it's one of the biggest mistakes I've done in my podcast career. Claire. So, that happens.
That happens, but also like classic, just handles it with grace. Says, yeah, you should get her on. She's a ripper. Like, gosh, she's a good human. Like, just incredible player, but phenomenal human. So, I think that's another thing I'm really proud of North as well. Is that it seems like the club has without saying it has a no dickhead policy, but it has really good humans and it has really good people around it. And there's no hierarchy. There's no egos. It's just we're here to play really good footy and make connections and enjoy the journey along the way. And you can tell in their football how much fun that they're having with it. So, yeah, great person to lead the club. Love it. Really, really proud of her.
Shout out to Jai Simpkin there as well, Claire. Anyways, I didn't get your prediction for the game. Jacinta, what do you think?
I think about 6 goals. I think the Q will be in the rack, but they'll do all the damage in the first couple quarters and then they'll just chill out, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with, let's go 37 points.
No, that sounds good. I think you're pretty much spot on last week. I think you pretty much said the margin, Jacinta. So.
Yeah, did you get it? What did you say? Because it was 46, wasn't it? Or did you say?
I have no memory.
Well, Dean, you said 45. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think Jacinta said something similar. I think it might have been 46, 47 or something.
Okay, let's just say I said 46. I said 46.
She's the oracle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Claire, your prediction?
Oh, I don't know, because I think it so much relies on Frankston gets that weird breeze, and I don't know what the weather's like. Does anyone have the weather?
I haven't checked yet.
Yeah.
Judging by today, it was quite cold in Melbourne, so I'm going to say it's cold and going to be cold in Frankston on.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain again.
Oh, bro, can I just say sidetracking? I'm in Torquay, so it's a bit different, but mate, the weather from September and October has been awful.
I agree.
Yeah, it has been horrible. I'm just like, is this extended winter? Because I am not enjoying it. Sorry. So Frankston, Friday night, Halloween, Jazzy's 100th. They want to go full blast. Yeah, I reckon you're on the money, Oracle. I reckon, anywhere between about 32. No, I'll put in 32 points. I think it'll be. Yeah, I think Hawthorn have this weird thing that they like to grind teams down. Like they really like to make it I watched them against Brisbane early in their year, and they really like to lock up the ball and chip kick around. So it wouldn't surprise me that they try to lessen the damage by sort of fiddling around with it and trying to get uncontested possession and try to take some sting out of the game. So
doing rain dances.
Yeah, 100%. And there's no strategy to go forward. They're just trying to minimise damage. But yeah, North by about 32, I would have thought. What about you, Dean? What do you think?
Yeah, I'll go about 26 points. Like Jacinta sort of said, I think we'll put the Q in the right rack quite early. Like you probably see, we'll probably be about 35 points up at three-quarter time. You see Carter, Carney, just all of them go on the bench.
Yeah.
And probably put Ferguson in the ruck or something like that. So just to take the piss. Just try and get through the game unscathed, and that's the most important thing. we don't want any injuries or anything like that. So yeah, but you
Yeah.
still want to fight hard and try and
Yeah,
win
of
the game,
course.
obviously. But you got to you got to have that thing in the back of the mind that at 3/4 time that you might have to just rest a few players if you can. So we'll definitely see how we go. All right, guess what time it is, ladies?
Yeah. What do we got? Oh wait, it's
Oh.
question time. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Dean, do you reckon there'll be any? Oh, hang on. His face is still I was going to ask just before we start. Do you reckon Gat comes in this week or no?
Depends if she's right.
Yeah.
If there's a slight risk, I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
I know you want to get a bit of match fitness before a
Yeah.
final, but there's a chance that we're probably going to get a week off after the first final. I mean, that's pretty much all but a given that we are going to get a week off to get into the prelims. So I think they might be cautious and take an extra cautious approach if they have to.
Okay.
Unless she's 100%, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I just, like you said, I'd love to get some match fitness in her, even if she runs it 60% time on ground, because then we can get her cherry ripe for finals. But not worth risking at this end. We've got to protect our assets for finals. Anyway, very sorry. Very excited for question time. I'm nervous though.
Okay, well, let's get straight into it. Jacinta.
Yes.
Start with you. Who is averaging the least amount of clangers per game between Jasmine Ferguson and Libby Birch?
Least amount. Well, you would never throw Ferg under the bus like this. So I'm going to say least amount of clangers is Ferguson.
Okay, what do you think, Claire?
Yeah, I agree. You would never do this to your girl Ferguson. So
yeah, that's just setting her up.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm going to go. I mean, she did have some stuff on the weekend that was uncharacteristic, but it's surely Ferg. She has the least amount.
86% disposal efficiency on the weekend, Claire, just to remind you. I don't know where you're getting this information from, but I'm very defensive about
I know.
You know that, don't you?
86 is not 100, though, Dean.
Yeah, it's low for her.
That's low. Yeah, that's below par for her.
Yeah, that's true. It's a little bit disappointing. Well, you girls are correct. So
yes!
1.2, and Libby Birch is averaging 2.1.
Drop burst.
If you think that's the only Jasmine Ferguson question I've got for you tonight, Claire, you are wrong. So, we might as well talk about Jasmine Garner's 100th game, but who is averaging more marks per game this year between the two Jasmines, Garner and Ferguson? Let's go with you, Claire.
Such a hard one because they chip it around a bit in that back line, but Jazzy gets a lot of contested marks. But she and you love Ferguson. Nah, Jazz, this is where I play like the mental mind games. No, I'm gonna lock in Garner. Garner has more, I reckon.
Okay, you've got Garner. Jacinta, who you got?
Yeah, I think Garner's, considering she's averaging 27 touches a game, surely she's taking a few more marks than Ferg. So, yeah, I'm going Garner as well.
Well, it's quite close. You'd be surprised. But Garner, it is. 3.2, Ferguson 3.
Oh, that is close. Yep.
Yeah, very, very close. So, all right, we'll go to the next one. So that's it for the Ferguson questions. To put you girls at ease. Who is averaging more marks per game between Emma Carney and Erica O'Shea? I'll go with you, Jacinta, this time.
I feel like you had a similar question with O'Shea last week. Oh, no, I think that was with intercept marks. And she won whoever you put it up against.
Intercepts.
Yeah. That's really hard, actually. I think you said average per game, yeah?
Yeah, averaging more marks per game.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go with Carney. I think she gets a lot of marks off to the side.
Okay. Claire, what about yourself?
I reckon O'Shea. I just think that there's some things that I know she gets a lot of handball receives and runs and carries, but they chip it out to her a bit. And she marks and carries. So, I'm just going to go O'Shea for some weird reason. But, I don't know here.
Well, Claire, you are wrong this time.
Oh.
It is Carney, averaging 4 marks per game. Erica O'Shea, 3.9.
That's,
So,
both of them are quite high, actually.
Yeah.
no, definitely.
Hmm.
But, yeah, no, full credit to them. Now, we're going to start with you here, Claire. Who has had more running bounces this year between Tess Craven and Bella Eddy?
Oh, that's a tough one, Dean. Bella Eddy or just Craven. Right. Oh, I don't love a bounce, either of them. Like, I don't see them bounce often. Maybe
They
Tess.
haven't had many this year, so just
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tess just because I don't even think I've seen Bella Eddy bounce it. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to put in Tess here, but that could be wrong. I don't know.
Very confident there, Claire. Jacinta, what about yourself?
My initial thought was Tess, maybe just from the back line when she takes those kick-ins, possibly. But I'm going to go Bella Eddy. I don't know why. I don't know. I can picture her bouncing the ball. I don't know. That's it.
Well, Jacinta, you were wrong this
No.
time. Tess Craven
Ooh.
with 2 running bounces this year. Bella Eddy with 1.
Ooh,
One.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't remember Bella Eddy. Before this year started, she had 1 career bounce, and so she's
Wow.
doubled that. So she's doubled that. I did, and her first running bounce was last year in the prelim final. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, she told me that
Yeah.
because I had questions like this when I had her and Ferg on. So
Oh yeah. Oh,
That wasn't her freeborn game, was it? Or was that was the qualifying final? Was her?
no, that was the first final.
Yeah,
the
okay,
Freeborn
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That was elite when she ran into the open goal square against Adelaide. That was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a really good third quarter. I remember that.
Yeah.
Final. I was sitting with you, Claire.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she,
that's right.
Yeah, she kicked 2 goals in the third quarter and had 6 possessions. Yeah, they were all effective.
Yeah.
So she was huge.
Streets. The Streets won't forget Jenna Bruton's third quarter though against.
No.
That was iconic. That one.
Yeah.
I think it was against Adelaide back in 2023 as well. That was elite.
Yeah.
Oh, the prelim.
Yeah.
Prelim, yeah.
That was insane. And then that's when she went down in the grand final. I was like, well, we're cooked here. We are cooked. But anyway.
No, geez, how much would we drew against Geelong. I was going to say how big the winning streak would have been, but not to worry. We've got 2 more questions. So both you girls have 3 out of 4. So we've got a couple more here. Who is averaging more tackles per game between Talia Randall and Blarkin Bogue? I'll go with you, Jacinta. I'm going to start with you.
Ooh, that's hard too. They both love a tackle. I think Randall maybe tackles a little bit harder. Maybe that's why she's stuck in my head. I'm gonna go with Randall because she is so super selfless.
Okay, what about you, Claire?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Randall just because she loves to ragdoll. So she just, I don't know whether it's because I just feel like she loves a tackle. So yeah, I'll lock in Randall for mine as well, please.
Okay, well, both you girls are wrong.
Oh, jeez.
Blarkin Bogue 1.9 and Talia Randall 1.4.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I really thought Randall would be higher than that. Okay.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised when I read that, but I think she just crunches people. She
Yeah,
doesn't tackle,
so
she just
true.
runs through.
Yeah.
All right, so one more. So this is a tiebreaker, unless you both go for the same answers here. Who is averaging more tackles inside 50 per game between Vicky Wall and AGM, Amy Gavin Mangan? So we'll finish with the Irish girls.
Interesting. I mean, you know what? You're throwing me off. I'm going to go AGM. I don't know why. I feel like maybe AGM.
Okay. Jacinta?
Yeah, I feel like the obvious answer would have been Vicky Wall, but I think it probably is AGM, but I'm going to go with Vicky Wall just because it's our grand final, so we should be different.
Yeah, it's our tiebreaker. We gotta do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go Vicky.
Okay, Claire. Well, 2 weeks in a row, you've pipped Jacinta at the post. So
Well done.
You know
Well
what?
done.
I'm pretty
Amy
happy
Gavin
with that.
Mangan, 1.8 tackles per game inside 50. Vicky Wall's half that, 0.9. So,
Wow.
she does a lot of tackles just inside 50.
Yeah.
That's so true. You know what,
Yeah.
though? I can be the match winner, but also, just in as the oracle. So know your role, play your role. It's like normal.
There we go.
You know?
Good teamwork. That's it.
It's the team. It's the team that gets it done every week, You're the Jenna Bruton. Actually, we should all just be players. You're the Jenna Bruton. Dean,
Oh, that's an honour.
yeah, Dean, you have to be Ferguson.
Yeah, just do my job.
Do your
Team
job.
play.
Exactly. Like, know your role, play your role. I'm trying to think of who I'd be. I'd be like a...
Who's your dream? Who's your dream?
Well, I reckon I'd be as annoying as Ash Riddell, like a little mosquito, just as annoying as her. But I don't have the work ethic as her, so I'd be like a Tess Boyd. I just kind of like...
you'd be like an Emma Carney, Claire. You'd just be getting in the opposition every time.
Actually, that's actually true.
Goals,
that is true.
10 goals down, you'll let them know that what are you carrying on about.
I'll roll over to them. I'm like, I'll just sledge them. I told you that sledge that she told me about Gabby Sullivan, didn't I? Did I tell you that one?
I can't. Can you remind me?
Oh, quick one. So after the game, I was like, Cars, I need to know. Like, I'm writing a book. What's your best sledge? She's like, look, there's some that I can't say. I was like, that's so fair. And then she told me that when she played Freo, one of the girls had never really played footy before. So at the centre bounce, one of the girls was like, oh, are we allowed to move? And Carney's like, nah, but I am. So for 3 centre bounces, this girl wouldn't move.
That's mental.
I was just like, that's amazing. I'm like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. Well done, Emma Carney. So she's elite. But yeah, we got Ferg, we got Carney, and we got Bruton. What a combo. I love it.
Yeah, no, not bad. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
We all just play a role for the club. So, yeah. Jacinta, any final words before I let you go?
No, I hope they get a good crowd down there at Frankston, and I hope that we, as North supporters, we've had a really good turnout this whole year, so it'd be nice to outnumber Hawthorn the way we outnumbered Essendon at Windy Hill. So get down there if you can.
No, definitely. Claire, any final words for you?
Yeah, if anyone is on the Queenscliff ferry, come say hi. So I might be catching...
Let's talk about ferry, though. I've caught that a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way to get to the Frankston game, to be honest.
That would be the best way.
Yeah, I mean, can you believe it's like 120 with a car, one way?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I just was like... Yeah, so got to drive down to the point, jump on with the car, and then drive all the way to Frankston. So... I love North that much, but we'll see how I feel on Friday night after the working week.
It's not a final. It's okay. I think you can go without.
I know, but it's Jazzy's 100th. And my dad, my dad texted me being like, are we going? And I was like, Dad, I love you and I want to go so badly. But 1, it's going to be like a 4-hour commute. And 2, I don't really feel like getting stabbed in Frankston,
But just think about what Jazzy's done for you. Just think about that.
True. That's true. Dean, are you getting to the game? Or it's a bit hard, isn't it?
Well, I'm in Altona for work, so I'll finish at 3, so I might stay back just a couple of hours, and then I can just go to Frankston after work. And get there around 6:30 or something like that. So, I'm thinking of doing that. So,
smart. What's the commute like for you, Jacinta? How far is it from your joint?
By car, it's probably an hour 10, but I'm thinking of maybe driving halfway and then training the rest because it's only like a few minute walk from Frankston Station.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really didn't pick good stadiums, did they?
No, and a Friday night too. What a killer.
Yeah, Friday night. Yeah, absolutely. You worked your guts out all week, and then you're like, "Cool, I gotta slop it to Frankston to go watch." I mean, look, I'm not saying I'm not in the category of people like. Don't get me wrong. I've been to GMHBA, and sometimes the stadium does look a bit sad when it's not like full. Like, and I can understand that with Marvel and stuff, but. God, we can do better than Franga, can't we?
You have to think so, yeah.
The league doesn't help itself in that respect. Like, who can make I remember when they put the 5:15 game at Whitnovel. Do you guys remember?
Oh no, that was the worst.
Yeah,
that was the worst thing. Yeah, it was soaked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was horrible.
that's
I left.
second half. It just absolutely pelted down with cold rain. It was like hail.
Yeah, even the pancake parlor shut up shop. They're like, "No, we're not doing any pancakes anymore." I was like, "You know what? Fair enough. Go home."
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, "Get it
Was
out."
that against Port Adelaide or something like that?
Yeah,
yeah. That was bad. Yeah,
yeah, it was sideways rain that night. It was horrible, and I think the reason why we couldn't play it at Arden is because we didn't have the lights, like we didn't have the
that's right.
facilities for it. But I was also like, "Why is it 5 o'clock, guys? It makes no
Yeah.
sense."
yeah, yeah.
It was unhinged time slot. But yeah, look, fingers crossed I can make the game. I'd love to see Jazzy in her 100th, but the 4.5 hour commute might be a bit difficult. We'll see. Stay tuned, I reckon, Dean.
Yeah, see what happens. Yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky for a lot of people, I think, in that regard, especially if you do, especially come from Geelong way.
Yeah, that's really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no bueno down here, guys, but that's all right. Well, if I don't make it to this, definitely be there for the first final, and hopefully that's it. I mean, surely they'll play it at Icon most of the final series for Melbourne teams, won't they? You reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You'd have to think so, but we'll have to wait and see. Who knows what they'll do with the fixtures after this week? Well, Jacinta, thanks so much for coming on. I'm sure I'll have you on next week. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yes, thanks for having me, Dean. I'll maybe see you Friday night.
Sounds good. Claire, thanks so much for coming on as well. I might see you Friday night as well.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, Dean. So home and away season nearly done, and then we can crack into finals. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good. And thank you to all you lovely listeners as well. I should be back later in the week. I'll probably talk a little bit about the men's team. But don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell these girls how amazing they are. Jenna Bruton and who are you again, Claire? Emma Carney? Yeah, Emma Carney. That's what we decided.
So. I've just casually given myself Emma Carney.
Oh, I gave it to you.
No, but we agreed with it. We agreed.
Okay, thank you. I just I'm very humbled and flattered by that. I don't hate it, but we love it. Yeah, we move. We love.
And Claire did not rest this week. She had a bit of a cold, but she decided not to rest. Unlike Emma Carney, so.
Wow!
Exactly. I pushed through, Emma. Why didn't you?
Exactly. A 12-week season. She needs a rest. So
it's nice for some, Dean. Nice for some.
Yeah, that's right. Geez, I'll bag Emma Carney a bit. I told her she's Isla Sheeran was an upgrade on her at the start.
You are asking for it. You really are.
Yeah, I know. She's got to step in the ring with you, and she's gonna go straight for the jugular. I would have thought.
I'm a bit nervous about it. I did see her at the airport with Kate Sheila, and she didn't mention anything to me. She was actually quite pleasant to me, so she obviously doesn't know anything about it, and I would like to keep her like that. So
good call.
We'll see how we go. But don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll be back later this week.